Welcome back. We'll get started here shortly. All right, it's almost time. Are you ready? Here we go! Four, three, two, one. It is time. Please welcome your host, best-selling romantic suspense author Anna Blakely, and Mr.
Mr. Asher took a swig of his bottled water and shrugged. I don't know what you're all complaining about. Sounds to me like the guy was just trying to do something nice. It was nice, and rushed to explain, but it was also just a bit overwhelming, especially for someone who grew up with nothing. I grew up with money, and it would have been too much for me, Sydney snorted. I swear, man has the biggest heart of anyone I know. A quick glance in her fiance's direction. President, of course. Of course, Asher rolled his dark eyes, but followed the move with a smirk and a kiss. Quinn smiled as a heaviness fell across her chest, and it took her a minute to realize what she was feeling. I miss him. The man had been gone less than 2 hours. She missed him. What was happening to her? You're in love, Q. That's what's happening. No, it wasn't happening. It already had. Come on, you know what I mean, Sydney clarified. Park would give the shirt off his back if he thought you needed it. And he's a freaking genius, obviously. But sometimes he can be so clueless. Quinn arched a brow. The other woman raised her half-empty glass and a faux toast and smiled. Exactly. Returning the gesture, Quinn brought the expensive crystal to her lips. The sweet red wine had barely danced. Red wine.
For me tonight.
No wine. The sweet red wine had barely danced across her tongue when it happened. Bright, blinding light as the massive windows to Quinn's left exploded. Their sharp, deadly shards carried into the room by a powerful wave of heat and flames. Quinn and the chair she'd been sitting in were thrown several feet into the air. A flash of pain hit, followed by an incessant ringing in her ears. I was going to say incandescent. It's ringing in her ears. From somewhere behind her, she thought she heard Asher screaming Sydney's name, and nothing. Parker, Team 5.
Team 5.
Well, it says Team 5. It was Charlie team number 5 from best-selling romantic suspense author Anna Blakely.
Hi, all. Here's your weekly reading for this round. Good job. I kind of forgot about that scene until I was looking today.
Float by and take off.
It was probably a dust
bunny. Orb. No, it was an orb. It was right there. It kind of hovered and went.
Well, we do have ghosts. Hey, who's here? Who else is here besides us?
Jason.
Hi, Jason. Hey, Cassie. How are you?
And who said it?
Linda
Ruth
Moody.
Always here. He just sits in the shadows. Kind of creeper like that.
Let's see.
Cassie and Linda.
Cassie and Linda.
Little sister.
Christina. Hey.
There's Nicole, Joe.
Hello.
Happy Talk Tuesday to the most absolutely not feeling good Tuesday.
Right?
Drink some wine. It'll make it better.
Apparently.
There's Bruce.
Hey, Elizabeth, how are you?
And Miss Bonnie.
Miss Bonnie. Oh my goodness, y'all. Miss Bonnie's mom this morning. So, any prayers, well wishes, positive thoughts, uplifting thoughts into her way. I know she'd appreciate it. We chatted earlier today about it, and it's rough. So we're thinking about you, Bonnie. We're glad you're here for as long as you want to be. So hopefully we can make you smile a little. I don't know.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Diana.
Diana's here.
Slade is awesome. By
Oh, yay. I'm glad you liked him.
Oops. You mean him?
I do mean him.
Yeah.
Abby made a really cool post. I think it's one she's doing tomorrow, maybe, on my Instagram. But she called me yesterday. And she was like, do you have like handwritten post-it, whatever? I'm like, do I have post-its? So she did kind of a how it started and how it now, or how it started and how it ended, something like that. And so I actually sent her a picture of a few post-its that I actually used in the book. And I think for the most part, sometimes the post-its change a little bit, the notes change a little bit as I'm writing, but I sent her some of those, so she's putting together some type of graphic that's those, and then like the finished product. So
you should take pictures of that.
I have a picture I took of that. We're looking at my board.
Man,
right?
I can't full show detail on that like houseboat thing. No wonder it's on a stinking book. We even put like the name on it and the logo and
well, because that might be something I share
Hi,
with
Becky.
my readers later.
Becky, i.e. Becky.
Hi, Teresa. Becky. Hey, Teresa. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
A lot of back pain.
Melanie. Oh,
thought you were over that.
Gosh darn.
Shot's supposed to fix it.
Well,
went to the Cairo today.
Yeah,
I understand.
We get back in for sure. Hey, Miss Janice. How are you? Thank you, Bonnie. What else we got? Suzanne Alt. Hello. And Taylor. Hey. We got, Miss Ruth said that halfway through Slade's. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
There's Ashley.
Excuse me. I was like, take over for a second. I got to take
And Liz. Hi, Liz.
Sorry. Hi, Ashley and Liz.
Here's Canada Kelly.
Hey, Miss Canada Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. You got a package headed your way.
Oh, yeah. What's that look for?
So does Imogene. Because it's going to Canada.
Oh, hey. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to get to you. I don't know.
I'll have you know, though. So I went to the office yesterday and spent $200. You got a hummingbird? Oh, just flew off. Spent $220 in postage. Just to
Not
Canada.
on yours.
No, but I did have to overnight something to somebody.
I don't think she's here.
No, that's okay. I don't want to make her.
But
feel
she
bad.
Got it, and she's really.
She better. I wish she did. I wish she got it tomorrow. Tomorrow I get refunded.
Anyway. Because you overnight.
Yeah. Anyway, it costs just as much to overnight to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, as it does to go to Canada. Just to let you know.
Overnight to Canada.
Oh, I didn't know.
Just
overnight.
Regular.
No.
Regular.
No.
Hi, Mandy Jones. Thanks for joining us.
Just driven it up myself. Hi, Mandy.
I'll stop his rambling about the postal service charges.
It's ridiculous.
Miss Denise, hey.
Of course, when I walk in there, they always just look at me like,
I said something's going wonky and nothing's loading. We're a few minutes behind. We're like 6 minutes on the comments.
So nothing to load.
Sandy, so hopefully that got fixed. We'll see. Thank you, Chris. This is actually like a romper, like jumpsuit thing. Like it's
with a big cock on the front.
That was the same thing Christine said this morning. I was talking while I was doing my makeup for the day.
That's a hen, so you're okay.
She was like, "You had a cock on your," like, yeah. I thought it was a rooster too, though, at first. But anyway, they're fun. Why not?
Oh, Kelly.
What?
5 minutes before live, her best friend called and said her husband died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, get
Well,
off
yeah,
here and
go
call your friend.
talk to your
We'll
friend.
be here next
Goodness.
Tuesday.
Man, it's like the hits just keep coming.
Did we say hi to Denise? Yeah, we did. Did we?
I think so.
just
Hi,
did.
Denise,
If
just
not,
in case.
We got it twice.
Oh, Suzanne all said, but wine Blakely's were so much fun. So does
Yeah.
that mean we're not fun like when we don't
Apparently,
drink wine?
that's what I
I don't
hear.
know what I'm hearing. Hi, Eve. How are you?
Joe and Cena posted tornadoes. Please keep my friend Nick and his wife and kid all prayers that live in London.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that.
we had warnings last night. We were
You got a little
covered.
hairy for a second, but
To the doctor today, and his medical assistant asked me, she's like, "Did you have warnings at your house?" She said, "Did you go to take cover?" I said, "No, we went on the back deck and looked up in the sky." And she's like, "Oh, you're supposed to take cover." And I said, "No, you're not from the Midwest, are you? You hear warnings, you go ahead and look."
we do not recommend. Oh, I just came in time.
All right, we gotta go, y'all.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I'm good. False. I thought I did.
How many times are weathermen wrong? A lot.
Like a lot.
So I'm not gonna take their word for it. Tornado, no.
Well,
I'll go out and look. I'll see.
Yeah. So Abby did, because they were having sirens up. She's like 20 minutes north of us, and the sirens were going up there. And really, it was like the bad spots. Like it worked out for us. Hey, Nicole Craig. It worked out well because it was like where they are and where we are, like the worst of the spots and the circulations that they were seeing on their radar was in between us and them, and then south of us. So it was like we hit just the right spot, like we were close to.
Except we have two kids that where the one warning was, and we have another kid that was working the other warning was.
Yeah, but he was like, but the stuff was like in between all of us, so it worked out okay. And but yeah, it was pretty hairy.
Hi, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. How are you?
And Heather.
Miss Heatherly. Hello, hello.
And speaking of Heather, look here, first time Heather.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Heather.
I'm glad it's this week and not last week.
It probably if it was last week. Apparently, we were more fun last week. We will have Tipsy Talk Tuesday again.
Yeah, we really.
Every time we release.
I was talking to Trisha Miller. If you don't know her, she's a pain in. She's a really wonderful lady that lives down south.
We love
her. Horrible name. But I told her, I said, yeah, and guess what? Wedding anniversary just happens to fall on a Tuesday this year.
That's right. Our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. So
we could do. Oh no, that gives me a headache. I was gonna say we could do champagne for that one, but no. Unless we could find some really good.
Anyway, welcome.
Sorry.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, if anybody else, if it's your first time, let us know. That's always fun.
Sandy's on her phone. It's loading on her phone.
I'm sorry. Gosh darn. Technology, a lot of fun, right? Miss Eve. Miss Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa. Glad you're here.
Say hi to Diana. Did we get Diana already?
Hi, Dan. Oh, I don't know.
Diana.
Sorry, I about said the wrong thing. Sorry. Hi, Diana. Maybe I need the wine.
Apparently, Sharon.
Miss Sharon. Okay, yeah, put that one up there too. If you did not see the post in the Angels group on Facebook, I put in Anna's Angels this morning. Sharon's or yesterday, sorry. Sharon's husband was taken in surgery, so he's in the hospital. Keep them coming. Oh yeah. So he's currently, I believe, on life support right now, but they're hoping to be able to work him off of that soon. So fingers crossed, lots of prayers there.
What am I tracking?
What are you tracking?
I'm not tracking.
Are you a tracker? Cool. I could write out of an Airstream. We could do that.
I can sniff things out.
You guys ever seen that show? It's a new show. I like it.
I don't know what I was tracking. I sent 10 packages out yesterday. Maybe that's what I was talking about.
Oh, probably.
Speaking of a package.
Hi, Trisha Lynn.
You got a package coming too. And you got a package, and you got a package. Walking home from the store over my foldable portable cart hit a chuck hole and I flew over it. Then it did a doggy roll.
Oh man, Chris, that doesn't sound
video,
fun.
any video of this.
If I did that, everybody, it would be in front of me, and yeah,
Once I know you're
totally
okay, then that's when you can laugh about it.
Oh, Sandy wanted me to hold the cup up again. No. So this was my very first like author cup that I had. It was before Abby had the capabilities to make the stuff. Back when I very first started, he secretly had a friend of ours who used to be in business doing this kind of stuff. Holding my logo and had that made for me. So it was sweet.
I saw
also
the
had
picture.
a matching keychain, but
sorry.
It came off. I had it on my computer bag and it
I don't know why I didn't get you stuff.
Oh, stop it.
I saw that shirt.
Oh yeah, the Tac Ops one. Awesome.
Yep. It's got Tac Ops on the back and logo on the front. Looks pretty good.
Sandy said, "Do I have another package coming?"
No. Not that I know of.
Are you supposed to have another package coming? Did we miss something?
Your address wasn't, or your name wasn't on one of the ones I saw.
But if we owe you something, no, for sure. Oh, Kelly. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
Aw.
Just share pictures when you get it. That's all we ask.
Hey, and we're small town people too. Trust me.
So you space goers, if you don't know, for the luncheon, if you're going to the luncheon, sit with the authors, Eliza Bella and Anna will be at a table.
Eliza Bella Baker.
Husbands are not at the tables.
That's why we throw stuff.
Thanksgiving table. And this year, I have a feeling that Terry's going to have our from their table, just because of shenanigans.
Probably. Liability reasons.
Friday midnight. So remember, midnight is the beginning of a day. So when something says Friday midnight, that actually means
like Thursday night into
night 23:59 or 11:59 p.m. Now it's Friday. It's midnight. So that's when that's opening up. I did share something yesterday because that was the information that I had yesterday, and she changed the day from Thursday to Friday. But anyway,
not she.
Not she. No, I'm not like upset. So I deleted my post because I didn't want to make the wrong information. But anyway, yeah. So if you're going to Space Coast, and the lunch, want to sign up. The sign up start Friday midnight. This midnight, which would be Thursday night, 11:59.
Late tomorrow, and
I say that because there was a lot of talk back and forth about and confusion. I'm not trying to mansplain anything.
I tried to tell you something the other day, and you're like, "I don't need you to mansplain it to me." I mean, clearly he did,
yeah.
but.
Yeah. Hi, Catherine, and we owe Catherine a phone call at lunch because she won the prize, and you guys never, and you just signed the books, which your books did get out in the mail yesterday.
Sorry, it was late, but
you just signed them.
Yeah, Catherine, get a hold of me. PM me and let me know days and let me know the days and times that you are, and I will. We'll figure it out. We'll get that going.
Well, I hope the fundraiser is not like the next couple days. I do have a tracking number though, so if
Linda Moody,
let me know. I didn't send it overnight. I didn't realize it was that. Hopefully, it's not that. But it's on its way though.
Bonnie, yes, this is what you and I talked about. You definitely have to take care of yourself, or you're not good for anybody, even yourself. So
yeah, about time you listen to him. You should do it more often.
I got to back him up on this one. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's just because he loves you. We love you. So, yes, please take care of yourself. Who else is here? Anna, hey.
Melly says the cock doodle doo. And they called it the doodle.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's see. What else we got?
I would just sit and watch. Yeah.
So Abby actually, because the sirens were going off last night and everything, she messaged me to tell me that the sirens were going off where they live. And I said, yeah, I said, I'm pretty sure they're going off here, but it was so incredibly, it just hit hard, like the wind and the rain all at once. And it's hard to hear out here because we're literally surrounded by trees. So listening to them go back and forth in the wind plus the rain, it was crazy. But she was like, I said, yeah, I said, we're out here, you know, we're at a warning right now. And so she texted back, she's like, are you guys in the basement? I was like, no, we're literally standing at the sliding glass door with it open watching the sky. And he was in front of me. I couldn't see a whole lot. Like I was, but
Yep.
But
Get
yeah.
to celebrate with us. We'll be here.
Yeah, yay. Anyway. Oh,
There's
Chris,
Linda.
anniversary is this Saturday. Well, happy anniversary. Yep, Miss Linda's here.
Her
Glad you're here.
19th anniversary from graduating high school.
Oh, wow. Big 2-0 next year.
21.
What?
It says 20, so what's the 23rd?
Well,
That's math.
wouldn't that be Friday?
Yeah. So Friday would be my 33rd.
Man, you're old.
33.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait.
Out of
Oh. They're back and forth.
yeah, my 50th is next month.
That's awesome, though.
I wonder if that's who my father-in-law watches.
Interesting. It probably because
he's constantly watching YouTube.
anytime we get bad weather, I'm literally, I'll be 50 years old in October, and my dad still texts, watch the weather. Looks like, or he'll call, hey, they're calling for bad weather in your area. You watch the skies, watch the weather. It's so sweet.
Elena says she got her t-shirt. She loves it.
Oh, yay. Good deal.
Oh, Christine Breeze says we are leaving Oregon.
Oh, be safe.
I
wasn't expecting to see you on here, but yay. Hi.
Hopefully you're not driving.
We're traveling, so you guys be very safe.
Chris said no, she was still shaking when she got on.
Oh, I bet.
Sounds like a heck of a
fall. Oh, I'm glad somebody stopped and helped you, though. That's good.
Oh, you want a book when it, well, crap. Okay.
A book for getting the right book when you do. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, we forgot. We'll catch up.
We'll get with you.
I did forget. Sorry. It was the wine. It was the wrong week, but it was the wine. I'm still going to blame the wine.
That was a lot of fun, though. Watch out.
The wine?
Yeah.
I was going to start this one with drinking a cup of coffee going, morning, y'all.
Well,
that was wine, though. I haven't seen Rometta on here yet, but that was good.
So good.
We drank a bottle of wine and felt great the next one.
I had no hangover. I sound like I wasn't like slosh drunk or anything. No, I was not. I was tipsy. I was feeling it. Tips Tuesday. I was feeling it. But I wasn't like sloppy drunk or anything. But even then, a lot of times wine will give me a headache the next day, and didn't have one.
Abby, are you on, Abby? Abby.
There's a good idea. I'm gonna write it down.
I think we talked about that before.
We did, I think.
There's Teresa Uber. There you go. There's another last name's like infectious.
Hi, Miss Teresa. So the Teresa is Tracy, my one editor's daughter-in-law, who also does editing for me. She's amazing, by the way. You're amazing.
Is she cheaper? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. What are you?
She's fabulous.
Let's talk rates.
Oh my
kidding.
goodness.
Completely. No, well, let's see where we're at.
Linda got her shirt, she said.
My t-shirt. June 7th.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. This is the thing's June 7th. We're good there.
Yeah, and Churchland. Hey, so you drive it too.
Is Cynthia D'Alba?
Cynthia?
No way.
Hey.
No way.
You should say hi so I know you're on here. I'm
She
still
made
on
known to
here,
be
but
on there.
hi.
She heard last week. She's scared to.
If anybody went to Branson, or if you've ever gone to a signing and Cynthia's there, or if you go to a signing and you see Cynthia there, you gotta go meet her. She's amazing. So much fun. Spearheaded the blackjack for book stacks that we did down at Branson
Angie,
with
go.
readers, and it was so much fun.
Go.
Oh yeah,
We
go.
It. That's Go. We get it.
Love you.
There's Gail. She's hopping in for a second, putting puppies
Gail.
Have fun with
Supper
that.
shuffle. Yeah, better you than me. It's hard enough for me to
Good night,
to deal with Lucy
Nicole.
some night.
Man,
Good night,
bed
Nicole.
at 7:30.
Dude, I'd follow you. I
You
like
go
the
to bed with
whole.
Nicole.
No, not bed, into my own bed.
Oh,
But I'm just saying.
she announced another signing.
Oh.
I forgot what town it was, but it's up north of Peoria in September. Yeah, it's in Illinois. I missed the town. I where it was at. That old hotel looked really cool.
Ooh.
An old
Is it like
looking
a
hotel.
spooky one?
I'll show
Haunted.
Everything's haunted to you. Let's see.
Eve.
Eve Sedana somehow ended up with a couple of those on a list.
Oh yay!
All right.
We probably sent you stuff you didn't need.
I sent what she sent me the list. It's her fault.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess.
Could be my fault too. A metal roof.
Oh.
A house that I used to rent years ago had the neighbor, and it was one of those houses where you looked at your neighbor, but they had a tin overhang over like an awning, and so I could open my window but listen to the tin like away from me. Oh, I love that. Love that house. I didn't like falling through the floor every time I walked across it. But
the folks are good, Chris. Thank you for asking. Oh yeah, let's do the whole tell me something good thing. We kind of skipped that last week. I mean, I think we
were showing them what was good.
We were talking about good. We just never specifically said, "Hey, tell me something good." So
I finally signed up for 4 hours of respite care a week so I can get to the house 24/7. Yes, you need to get the respite care. That's amazing. That's definitely helpful.
Yep, so doing good. I'm glad.
No, you could count that, Catherine. Catherine. I sent a package out your way yesterday, Catherine.
It's Abby.
There, Lucky Charm shirt.
Yeah.
Lucky's.
I'm Lucky's Charm. I'm Lucky's Charm with the Eagle's Nest logo on it.
Yeah.
Gotta have that on there.
There's snow. There's another
Snow.
package.
Oh, how are you? I was gonna say, I know that this one.
Yeah.
On its way to you.
Yeah. No, I'm being serious. I'm drinking.
Wine gives me a headache usually.
It's the tannins or whatever they say.
Man, I don't know, but
that stuff was delicious.
Elmer's wine was amazing.
Yeah, it reminds me of Elmer's glue. It was always so good too.
Janice, have we gotten to the what's happening in Jethro's world? Not yet. You're the first to mention it. Maybe I should get that on. What are you doing?
I'm just warding off evil spirits.
Oh, maybe those are the ribbons we should. Jethro. That'd be funny. Talk about getting those ribbons for the lanyards to give out at signings.
Oh, that wine did me in. I don't know more. Oh, bread. No.
She said, "Have you been baked?" She said, "Have you been baked?"
I got it. No, actually, I was gonna prime starter for tonight for tomorrow because today I had doctor's appointment. I
haven't seen you mess with
busy. Been pretty busy.
Your bacteria for a while.
I said we were in Oregon. We only live 98 miles from here, so we made a day trip.
Nice. Still, that's an hour and a half on the road. So makes for a long trip back sometimes. So just be safe.
Tote bag for
oh, fun. What else we got?
Trying to get caught up here. Rain falls adding.
Oh, Lana said her son graduated from high school. Congratulations. Definitely something
I saw the
good.
pictures of that. Yeah.
Definitely something good.
She says, what's the
I don't know. I think it's like she was trying to think of something good. So then I say it's the package coming. You said it's coming.
Angry in term of there we go.
Gotcha. The fire alarm went off at work and it wasn't me. Aw. Look. Yeah.
I'm in a staring contest.
You lost. Okay. Go up there.
What?
There's something good.
It's usually when dinner's ready.
Whatever you're I don't even hardly cook anymore.
I say it's the package you said is coming to this camera. It's coming.
Oh my goodness, Lisa. That's awesome. Wow.
Breakfast and bed.
Aww.
That's cool.
Fun.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
11
That's
days.
something good.
Oh my gosh. I bet you in the minutes.
I got approved for mine. I just need for them to pay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have fun with that.
Mm-hmm. Her husband is leaving. Is this something good? Time to get in trouble. Yeah, it must be.
Sounds like it.
Got a surprise out for those days.
Oh, nice. Nice. You get the whole day off then? That's awesome.
Ashley
Abby?
said she went camping by herself last weekend. Took myself on a nice little 6-mile hike. It was nice, but windy as heck, and it dropped 20 degrees. I'm glad I had extra blanket. Sometimes it's the best time.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Quiet. That's what I love about going fishing by myself or hunting by myself. I like going fishing with people too. There's times I like to talk, but there's times it's just nice to be able to listen and just. Could you check and make sure I actually placed a pre-order for Riders on the River?
We will check.
I will. I
mean him because
I don't have my computer. Write that down for me, please. I don't have my computer with me. I do it real quick right here, but I've been feeding mine once a week. But I've been keeping it in the fridge though. But I have been feeding it once a week. But that's good to know that it can last a little bit longer.
Yeah. I
was actually kind of nervous about it going to Florida this year because we're going to a little over a week. But that's good to know. I'd hate to have to get a hold of my friend in Maryland. Her name's Riley.
What's her name?
I haven't talked to you for a while.
You don't want to have to ask her for more bacteria.
Yeah. Like, right. That's what I call it. Right. Can you send me some more bacteria?
Did you two are like this?
Yeah. Right. Well, actually, we're kind of more like that because you get that stuff sticky.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Melanie, congratulations.
118
That's
pounds
awesome.
lost.
Not easy.
That's amazing.
Congrats. Oh, Snow's headed for a family reunion on the 27th. Cabo. Wow. Family reunions never look anywhere cool like that.
Family vacation.
Family vacation, sorry. I don't know why I said reunion.
VA,
I don't think it was because I started reading it while it was over there. And it was like blued out. It's Starry Zero, y'all, I promise. Either way, even a vacation to Cabo, like, you know, my family, but that sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see pictures.
Stir everything back together and feed.
Nice. Christine says, Jethro. I have this. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, if they get here on time.
What?
Well, she said about her fundraiser book. Well, if they get here on time, and she's got until like June something. She's been telling us about these stickers since Riders on the River 20. I'm kidding.
Don't listen to him. You know better. We know better.
Can we go one? Yep, we can. If you just don't watch next week, you'll be without hearing about Jethro.
We've literally, there has not been one single episode, I don't think yet, one single Tuesday since he first was brought up that we have not talked about it. Impossible.
You all deceived him. Like, how can you not talk about it? Jethro was conceived right here on Talk Tuesday.
I'm anxious to get to that one. It'll be a bit. Sorry. I
think we're caught up.
I think we are.
Oh wait. If I did push the pre-read, I can say we'll have everybody written.
Yay! That's exciting.
I'm thinking you did. But
I really have no idea. None.
Have to mention Jethro.
The book I needed, right? And Trisha Lynn, I do, just so you know, I have my stickers that you made me before with Jethro. Just a girl patiently waiting for Jethro and Team Jethro. They're on a magnet over on my whiteboard. So
I'd show you, but I get in trouble with the camera around.
Yeah, because then you give away all my secrets.
That board is full.
It's full. It's probably the fullest it's ever
Anybody
been.
else I can talk about? Scotty's cute.
That was Chase's girl.
She's cute. Anybody else I can talk about?
Well, if you want, but I mean, not.
Oh,
not the orange and red.
Not the orange and red. Okay.
Yeah. Or the purple. Or the green.
Or the green. The green. As I said, the green looks like it would be pretty. Interesting.
Oh, actually, well.
SEAL team witnessed. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
I've got like a timeline. I've got all these characters. It is. I'll take a picture. I'll share a picture of
DNA found. Ooh,
what the board looked like
after.
Right
there.
After forgiving his past come out, because this is Van's story that I'm working on right now.
So that's how you put. Oh.
Anyway, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Who we got? Jethro will say his name 3 times while you show up.
Great question for Space Coast Jethro.
Ooh, that would be a good question for Eliza Bell. I'll have to
I don't know,
toss that one her way. I know he's gonna be, and I don't. No, I won't be. Because he's gonna be doing the partner or husband panel, and I want to be in there to see him. So, but it's still going to be a lot of fun in with Eliza Bella. She does have a special author who will be there, and possibly some others hanging out in there with her as well. So, do this from my iMac. Otherwise, he probably would, but we literally would have to turn my entire monitor.
I'll hang a mirror behind her here.
Then it'll be backwards. They'll be like
they'll figure it out. Okay,
I know.
So if I show you a backwards picture, that's gonna be an issue.
That's funny.
Nick and Jethro, you can just mine. I licked him first.
I love that. Well, if y'all, I'm not gonna like show us what you're reading.
Don't
do
it. They'll pause the screen.
But,
I'm telling you.
Oh, that's true.
I'm telling you, I know how they.
Real fast. Oh wait, no, that was a glare. You couldn't see it.
I'll show them this real fast. This will give it all away.
Or you're from Haiti.
Sorry, that's really loud. I'm sorry.
I started writing some notes today because this is how my brain works. I don't know, but I got this thought for the kind of final standoff scene with like the bad guy and the heroine and all that for this one. And so I started jotting down some notes, and then it was like, let's turn to this notes. And then before long, I was like turning my notebook upside down because I wanted it all to stay on this one page so that it all stayed together, because I already had stuff written on the page after it. So I'm like reading around, and by the time I got done, I have arrows going everywhere.
Night, Kelly.
This
Take care of your friend.
Pretty much how my brain. So, yes. Good night, Kelly. Love you.
Take care of your friend.
You're in our thoughts and prayers.
He's man enough for. I don't know who he is yet. He's already man enough. Yeah.
They're already fighting over him. I mean, man, that's gonna be so much pressure to write his book. Oh. Sorry.
Almost through Bravo.
Yay!
Almost through Bravo team.
Yay! What? Not my Bravo team. Elizabella's Bravo team.
Oh, I didn't know she had a Bravo team.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought you meant her Bravo team. Sorry.
No. Her Bravo team.
I just got to do your Bravo. Get that one guy.
Melanie said y'all may have kicked him. Oh, I think she meant licked him. Oh yeah, she corrected herself. Y'all may have licked him, but I'm the one who thought. That's right.
That reminds me of the licking him. Reminds me of the line out of Shay's book that Sam and Leslie were all. So my friends Sam and Leslie, they came down to Branson for Anna at the signing and to see the signing. It was close to home. It was a big one. It was a great one. They said, well, we thought we would listen to an audiobook on the way down, but listen to somebody that we don't know. So, we like hear somebody else's work and get to meet them. And we're always talking about Shayla. So they popped a book of Shayla's. And one of the lines that caught their attention was something about she was going to lick the skin off of his scrotum. And Sam's like, that doesn't sound like Anna's books. And the funny is we went to William and Shayla's room for the Friday night party before they were hosting, and they had a great, thanks again for inviting us. They had a great little party up there. But I told Shayla and William about it. I'm like, they were just like, what? And William was just like, yeah. Oh, Heather says she's read all of your books at least twice. That's awesome.
Trisha Lynn, he was just teasing you. You do not have to apologize. My goodness.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Don't listen to him.
Oh, we don't have jazz pat. No, not about that. Other than that, we can joke back.
Yeah.
You don't have to woman splain it to me. I know you got stuff going on. I just had to give you grief because you were going to get the books in time. Yeah.
You can't hide from me, Jason. Can make him a character that resembles. Ah, that's true. I could. I have so many ideas for him already. I just have to pinpoint him down. What else we got? You got something good you want to share?
Oh, so yeah. For those that don't know, when we were in Maryland, I'm gonna get a little here. I say found God, but God found me again. Bigger than I heard him louder than I've ever heard him. And not to go through all details, but I talked to my pastor about it, and I told him, I said, I kind of feel like I'm being told to, called to service in some way. And so then 2 weeks later, he goes, hey, what are you doing May 18th? First it started with, if you were ever going to preach on a Sunday, what would you preach about? And I answered him. And then he goes, what are you doing May 18th? He said, I'm going to need somebody to cover. And it's just a small little country church, 30 people on a Sunday. So Sunday, I didn't really preach, but I got to give my testimony and did little verses in there and referencing, but yeah. And so I just wanted to share that. And I'll tell you, I was inspired to share it because I saw a post from Brittany Sahin. Sorry, Brittany. But she too recently, I don't know.
She was saved.
Saved. Yeah. And she made a big post about it, and she said how some people might see her latest book is a little different. She's like, because I'm different. So I felt like that was I don't always share a lot of personal stuff. I know we talk a lot of personal stuff, but there's still some personal stuff we don't talk about. And it was pretty powerful. And I contemplated sharing. But I know we all have different feelings about different things, and that's fine. And that's I see people's posts all the time, and I see people's stuff, and if I don't agree with it, that's great, because that's what makes us all get along, because we should all be able to get along based on our differences. If we were all the same person, you'd only need one of us, because fun would that be? But I do feel pretty strong about this, and so and again with kind of Brittany giving me a little like, oh, okay, so
Not
yeah,
the only one.
but yeah, so that's what I did, and to be able to get more active with that, and see where that goes. I'll still have a Bloody Mary. There's nothing wrong with drinking.
Not to excess.
I just
right?
saw Liz pop up in there, and we'll still have our wine on Tipsy Tuesday releases. I keep meaning to shut that off. Yeah. So anyway, that's all. I wanted to share that, and I mean, I'm open to talk about it. Side notes if anybody wanted to talk, but
oh, good night, Catherine.
Yeah.
Love you too. Thanks for doing this.
It was a very.
It was really cool.
Day, as y'all probably know, I'm a crier. I tear up pretty easy. So it was a pretty rough day in that aspect, but it was a very calm, and
there were a lot of wet eyes in the.
It was a great day. Anyway,
day.
That's what I did.
There you go, Chris. Jesus.
So that's funny, Chris, because my grandma, who was things I always talk about is when as a kid, you went to church. It wasn't, you didn't care if you wanted to go, you went. Grandma said, no, you're staying with me, you're going to church. And every Sunday the pastor would say, anybody wants to come forward except Jesus. Grandma would start elbowing me and pushing, and I'm like, so I said something, because my grandpa didn't go to church, and he loved his Coors, and I said something with drinks, and she's like, well, drinking's a sin, you shouldn't drink. And, well, Jesus turned water to wine. He turned it to grape juice. I said it's wine, and she goes, the Bible's translated, and over the translations it was juice.
That was grandma being grandma.
So then I read about when Jesus was on the cross and he's being crucified, that he was thirsty, and they gave him spoiled wine, which is vinegar, and that's what Puncus thing. He's dry, his lips are all cracked and dried, and they put vinegar into his mouth, and I'm spoiled juice. That becomes wine. So anyway, not making fun of that at all, but I wish my grandma was here, so I could, now that I've into the word and learning something, I could have a really, really good argument with it. Yeah, that's what grandma always said. That's what grandma always said. Was that, oh, that's
well, then that's what we were drinking last Tuesday. It was juice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's an inspiration, and I didn't do what I did because of her. I did come out to tell you all today about it because, yeah.
We had a really good, because all the kids came. Jacob, he had to work, but Josh was able to get off work, and all the kids came, and we gave Abby the day off. So I'm just kidding. So hi, Lisa. And so they came. Oh, what?
Lisa, did you get your email?
Okay. No.
Thanks, Christine.
But they the kids all came, and so then afterwards we went to dinner or lunch together, and it was like 3:30, I think, before we even got home, because we just, it was a great day. We stayed after church a little bit and talked to some people, and then the first restaurant too, it was going to be like an hour wait, and so then we drove back across to a different place, and that's cool. I remember you telling us that. I
remember, Bonnie. Yep. I thought it, believe it or not. I did.
But yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. Then I came home and put on my onesie, and we chilled for the rest of the day. But
see, you can come with me anytime. Anytime you want to go to church.
Heck yeah.
Anytime. We're not Catholic.
Nope.
It's a small little Baptist, but And part of the testimony was I got into healthcare right out of high school because I graduated May 24th. I had a son July 2nd. Yeah, I turned 18 May 1st, graduated May 24th, had a son July 2nd. I wasn't married. His mama told me not to do. I got caught. And then I turned around and did it the right way. That's why 9 years difference between Stephen and Abby. But that's the whole point. Like, you know, y'all are going to get me now. So one of the biggest stories so far that I've read and I've really listened to, finally listened to, because I'm sure I've heard it before, was about when you're out in the tending to your flock, you got 109 of them go this way and one of them drifts off. You don't just leave that one. You leave the 99 because they're fine. They're together. They're good. And the shepherd goes out and finds that one lost sheep and brings them back, keeps them safe. So yeah, I lost. So anytime you want to go, let me know.
So anyway, you have a gift to open, right?
I do. It's not for this. No. I think the only tissue's gonna get rid of these tears.
Yeah.
But all right, that was a good cover. I got my.
Whoa!
Miss Cheryl Bowers sent me something.
I know she's not on here.
I meant to open it last week, but it's okay. I know what it is, and I'm excited to open it because she's a picture of it. She taped it up like I was going to Australia. So yes, these are delicious. There's 2 bags of them.
Oh my gosh, I haven't tried those yet.
I think you did this.
No, I never tried them. I know you have them.
What, Jason?
Yeah, I never ate them. You still have them in there?
Where's your?
I don't know what he's doing. What are you looking for?
Yes. Go ahead.
What he's doing? Okay, well, and yes, my window's open, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. I always get questions about my curtains moving on their own, but Lucy's asleep on her little bed, and there's no right now. Cheryl Bowers, yeah, she's amazing. If you're ever at a signing and you see her around, she can probably, if you have any questions whatsoever, she's probably the gal to go to. Nick says, "Oh, I think she's excited about your pickles." Nicole's excited about your balls, your pickle balls.
They are very good.
I like regular cheese balls. Some of my favorite, like, guilty pleasures is the best is like those big barrels of them. I haven't had one of those. Gotten one of those in a really long time, but y'all see them at they're everywhere.
Yellow 5 and green 3. That's the only bad thing about these.
Well, the yellow ones have. That's why I haven't been buying them, but there are times where sometimes it's just worth it. Oh my gosh. That was like instant pickle flavor. Wow. Oh, double talking.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, if you're ever at a signing and Cheryl's there and you think, so we're double talking. If you need anything, doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's signing related. Just ask her, because I think she travels with a small convenience.
Yeah. Christine said they're sour. She bought some. They are like that. Hit me fast. Like it's. I don't know if it's like that vinegar. Like that just strong dill. Good. I just wasn't expecting the flavor to be so concentrated, but now you need to get the actual regular cheese balls with that much cheese seasoning on them and be golden. You can have your pickle ones and I'll have the others.
Only cover model she recognizes Mr. B's arm. On the cover of Christian by
Abby said the whole feed's been glitchy. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why.
It's Abby's feed. It's her problem. Thanks, Jason.
Oh. And did you see my comment? You should make
that one. Sorry. My clicker wasn't
there we
clicking.
go. Former SEAL team. That way they can. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, in order to do that, because Baker is Susan's character, so I did that. He would have to be either in Susan's world. I would have to like get permission from Susan. It would have it would end up having to be part of her. That book would have to be part of her world, which I was not planning on doing for Jethro, but
nice save, Nicole.
I like that idea though. It's a sexier.
Now, just to be honest, it is just my tattoo. It's not my arm. That guy's arm's not my arm.
I will say, now, thinking about the Eve's comment about that's not to say that I couldn't write a book in Susan's world in, say, a different series in Susan's world, because I've got Tac Ops. I only have 2 more Tac Ops books, and then that series is done. So then it's like coming up with a different series to write in Susan's world. I could always bring, like, once he's out in the world, I could always bring Jethro into one of those books instead of bringing Baker in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll see. That's, fiction is anything's
Cheryl.
possible.
I was trying to figure out this one, but she's talking about Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
What? That was... Where was... Which...
She was telling us about it at Charm, but I don't remember which signing it was.
Okay, but I knew that was...
where I'm out. Thank you.
I knew that was something I'd heard before. I don't know if it was like at Space Coast where she got it, or...
I can't remember where it was, but yeah, it was a signing weekend she went, and she ended up going home with like a stray kitten or something.
What else you got there?
Janice, I love Alfie. He's awesome. Yeah, Alinda. Oh, it's okay. I just needed a.
Okay.
Alinda, yeah, I've got so
Space
Coulter's
Coast.
Secret will be out in January, and then there's movies to do. Coulter's Secret will be out in January. Rafe's Future will be out in May. So January and May of 26 is when those two will be wrapped the Tac Ops series. So, which if you read Slade, I absolutely loved. I mean, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this because I know I'm the one that read it, but I got really excited writing the last half of the epilogue, the part that is from Colt's point of view. I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you read that one, teaser at the end of that one lead into Coulter's Secret, which I give it away at this much, at least in that epilogue, that it's going to be it'll be Coulter. If you guys have read series, Coulter is Beckett's brother. So Beckett was the very first hero in this series. Beckett's Desire. They were the ones that went in. They met on the cruise ship. And Colt's in that story as well. And then he's been in, a few along the way. And so he ends up with Avery, who was the very first Tac Ops heroine. He ends up with her. So, and Colt is another kind of opposites attract, kind of, because she's well, I shouldn't say she, but he is very, very much the smart aleck, jokes around, never takes anything serious, that kind of stuff. But there's more to him than meets the eye. A little taste of that at the end of Slade. So if you have not read that series, I highly recommend you start with the first one, just because then you can get that build up as he's been created and kind of introduced there. But yeah, they ended up in a really compromising position So
Bonnie, is this the? I missed a bunch of messages, y'all. Sorry, my eyes were cutting up
oh my
onions earlier.
gosh, that's awesome.
Somebody's chopping onions. I kind of missed some. What was this? You know, okay, so that's my business.
Have you both?
We have both been baptized.
Mhm.
Abby's been baptized. Stephen's been baptized. But here's the deal: baptized. That's just part of it. Like, I was baptized in 2009, but I wasn't living a life of Christ at all. And I know we don't have to live a perfect life, and that's why God sent Jesus to die for our sins. But you gotta do better than I was. So that's kind of the wake up call when we were up at Charm. And it was loud. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Bonnie just asked me to show. I went back and looked. I think that was my wife. Fine. Really miss it. We're trying to find each other. Yeah.
It's hard. You know, it's a very personal thing.
Got to find the right person.
Yeah. What else?
Let's see.
Bonnie. Is awesome. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Stephanie.
There's Stephanie. She's probably hungover. Oh, I'm having her.
What?
What's going on with you?
Okay, you're gonna have to give me more. Man, y'all, you're killing me. Stuff. Come on. No, seriously though, let us know what's going on. If you want to share, I guess I should let you tell me. But
she's becoming a barker.
She is. Well, the problem is she hears Max. She's like a little sister. Hears, oh, love you. She Max start barking, so now she'll start barking. But Max will quit. He knows when to quit. She does not quit. Like, she gets started and then she just wants to keep going. So
it's
we're
hard
trying
to shut the motor off.
Trying to teach her So, oh, good night, Sandy. Get some rest.
Walk, Sandy. Don't run. There's enough accidents this week. Just walk slowly.
Oh, good night, Abby. Love you. Thanks for door dashing today. She says. He was in town for the chiropractor appointment, and Jaden and Abby are temporarily down to one car for a couple days, and so Jaden had Abby's car at work. So she sends me this text. Oh yeah, there he is delivering. She gave you a 5-star review.
I told her to make sure she left a good review for me. She said delivery went smoothly, got it, good at communication, would order again. I learned my job.
Well, she sends me a text. She's like, "Do you think Dad would pay me back for all I've brought him lunch when he's worked in urgent care?" And she's like, and I said, "I don't know, text him," because she knew he was in town for the chiropractor. Oh, good. Yay.
You got a full bill. That's what you got.
She's like, I said, well, just text him. And she's like, well, I wouldn't want food. I just want a drink. And so I was like, well,
that's it right there.
And she's like, he wouldn't even have to get out of the truck. I'll come out and get. I'm like, oh my God, text him. I'm not like, why are you texting me? But we were back and forth about it. And so she did. And he spun around. He was already heading home and he spun around before he got completely out of town, I think. And went, and gave her some starbs, but yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah,
had my gallbladder out when Abby was what, I think, or 2, something like that, real little.
My favorites are called Dibs and Cole way back
there. Aw. Thanks. That was a lot of fun to write. And actually, okay, so then you will remember read that series. In that story, they go on the dune buggy excursion and through the Dominican countryside, and then they stop at this little place where there's music and all that. Oh, I'm sorry, Liz.
Good night, Liz.
We're here. Y'all still here? I hope. Sorry, it
We
came up and
froze.
said that we had lost connection. So, but anyway, so those of you who have read the first book, Attack Ops, they go through the countryside on the excursion, dune buggy excursion, and they stop this place, and Beckett buys Avery a bracelet that was made there. This is actually the bracelet that he got for me when we went on that excursion and went through the countryside at in the Dominican. So, I mean, luckily our trail of dune buggies didn't get, stopped by, militiamen with machine guns, and we didn't get taken captive or anything. But
Not with me there.
But that's where I got the idea as he was driving us along and hitting every puddle he could. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. We were covered in mud by the time we got done, but it was a good time. What are you looking at?
I was reading your notes you wrote.
Oh. Nope, I don't have anything else other than Sladen came out last week, and I'm working on Forgiving His Past right now, which is sometime. It's the 15th.
I couldn't remember when I wrote it as a placeholder.
Do you have the cover?
Because no.
Why not? I sent it to you.
You sent it to my email. Yeah, I got the cover. But then we're going to be at Space Coast.
Yep.
That's called redirection.
Yeah, I like that. Yes. So before Slade's or Van's story comes out, we will be at Space Coast. That's our next jaunt. Here in just a few weeks, we'll be heading that way. So,
but if you're part of the book, book launch, what?
I am doing a book launch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
She said that she was going to release the names in April. I thought that was supposed to be the deal, but
oh, okay. Well,
but she told us not to, so we won't talk about it because I don't know for sure. But I mean,
well, I've already said I'm going to do it now.
No, I know you're doing the book launch, but you didn't say what book you're going to do.
No, I have not said what book I'm going to do.
But you did say that you've got a book coming out in July, and it has to be a book.
I do.
The book launch has to be a book that hasn't come to the public yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then after your book launch, or Space Coast, will be at Riders on the River.
We will be at Riders on the River. I'm excited for that. And those of you who are going to Space Coast, if you don't know what the book launch is, it's an event. There are only 20 of us authors who will be in there. And I honestly don't know the other authors. I'd have to look and see at the list. But it's where we can have a paperback copy of a book, like he said, that has not been released yet. And so if you are going to Space Coast and that is something that you are interested in, I highly recommend it because you will get a sneak peek, first dibs, not even a sneak peek, you get a first dibs at buying a paperback book of a book that is not released anywhere yet. So that'll be pretty fun. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the picture of the other one. I thought I had it on here, but if I don't, yeah, there it is. We will also have, on the pre-order form, we will also have a special edition of Taking a Risk, the complete story. So part 1 and 2. So you get Jake and Olivia's full story and one book with a killer cover.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the glare, but he's been working with, he and I and Lori, my cover artist, we've all been working together to get the cover specific for the theme of Space Coast. We thought that would be fun. And yeah, so it'll be first time ever in paperback that Jake and Olivia's story is start to finish, happily ever after, all wrapped into one book. So pretty excited for that.
Yeah. So that's on the pre-order if you're going to Space Coast. And I don't know if we may have lost our
We may have.
comments.
Nobody is. If you guys are commenting, I'm really, really sorry. We cannot see any new comments. The last comment we saw was from 807 from Lisa. Yeah, that's the last one we see on here. So it when it froze and stuff, if you are commenting, I'm really sorry, but we can't see it. I don't know. Maybe we should just. Oh no, see, yeah.
Trisha said she got home. Trisha Lynn said she got home from Tropicon to find many book covers in bed in her bed. I made extra just in case my cat got into them. There were a lot of shirtless men.
A lot of shirtless men in your bed, Trisha Lynn. I like that.
Wow, Trisha Lynn.
Wow. Scandalous.
Yeah. Does your mother know about this? I just want to know.
Oh. No, that was so. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's it's Talk Tuesday, so technical difficulties, that seems to be our thing. But yeah, I think, like, I don't know. Should we cut it?
Yeah, I think
probably,
so.
because I can't communicate. I can't.
That's all we had to cover anyway.
We did. This was a little bit shorter one tonight.
And then Riders on the River in July. And by all means, our anniversary is June 10th. So.
And one of these days we'll have another Wheel of Wonder.
And just remember, she's not here.
I don't even remember why you made that one.
She gave us the wine.
Oh, that's right.
You don't remember it. That's the problem right there. You don't remember.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all. This has been a kind of an off night, I guess.
And then, as Trisha Miller said that one time, right? Next time, let's all be medicated.
Right. Well, if you bring the wine, it's close enough, right? All right, y'all. I think we're gonna call it. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another awesome Talk Tuesday. Well, it was awesome for us because we got to hang out with you. So thank you very much for being here. And we will be back next Tuesday when we
Talk Tuesday.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right. Love you. I don't know what's wrong. Like,
we were sitting here still trying to figure out what was going on with our system.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
so
there it did it.
But
it's still not keeping it updated. Oh no, I think.
Well, these are up to date.
So those are up to date.
But it's not updating it where we can see it over on our side.
That's so
and I can't scroll through that.
Oh, so that one you just have to.
Yeah, we couldn't see any of these.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So what you see on the screen now, we can't see over on our side.
Which is where we normally look. Like
for us, it still shows this is the last text that was received.
So weird. It's hard telling. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm glad you were here.
Yeah.
So thanks for putting up with us for another week.
That stinks.
Yeah. Hopefully next week will be better. I know the weather's been wonky lately, and I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it'll all be figured out by next week. And if not, I mean, we'll be here, and we'll do what we can, because what else are you gonna do?
We'll still just say it's
we'll just blame her.
It's all Rametta's fault.
It's all Rametta's fault. Love you, Rametta.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Take care. Be safe out there, and of course, read books and smile. So, I guess that's all we got.
The only problem with doing it that way is that it shrinks your screen. I gotta be closer to you. I don't think you showered yet.
Whatever. I totally did.
With soap?